Somebody, yeah, that's my Maserati going ham. No salami, that's your chick. If I like it, then I'm straight. Boat garden in a club.
What's going on, guys? Mr. Clasher here. Welcome back to a brand new Rules of Survival video. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new weapon that came out in the July 17th update inside this game. Now, this new weapon is the Crossbow. Now, I have mixed feelings about the Crossbow, but you guys will be seeing a couple of kills in the background. Kind of a nice gameplay that I kind of, well, actually, I did a little bit of different gameplays mixed together. But overall, Crossbow is a brand new weapon, and a lot of players either hate the weapon or love the weapon. Now, personally, one of the kills I get inside this video is probably one of the longest kills with the Crossbow. The bullet traveled pretty long before it actually hit the target. And let me tell you guys right off the bat about the Crossbow. The Crossbow has the biggest damage drop-off weapon I've ever played, whether it be I've never seen a weapon so, like, when you shoot it, it like the bullet automatically starts dropping. It's unbelievable. Yes, it's a one shot, but guys, the bullet drop is ridiculous. It's too much. It's way too much. But so I guess the figures, it's a pretty hard weapon to use overall. Now, I was playing a little bit earlier today and just testing out the Crossbow. I never really got to fully test it. I played about 3 to 5 games with it, and I think a little bit earlier before when the update dropped. Now, the Crossbow, again, it takes skill to use. It's not one of those weapons that you just pick up and start, you know, being a beast with it, because you really can't be super good at it right off the bat because of the bullet drop. Just because you're pro with the AKM or maybe SMG or even maybe a WRO shotgun, you will not be pro with the Crossbow. And a lot of you guys are probably better than me. I understand that. I'm an average player in this game. I just have fun playing, you know, with squads and with different players, but it takes probably a lot of time just to get used to the weapon. And again, you can't be pro because the bullet drop off, you have to pretty much predict where the bullet will land and where the player is moving. That is very, very hard to do, especially in a third-person view game like Rules of Survival. That is pretty hard. Even though you can aim, it's still challenging. Now, the most, I guess, the good side, that's kind of the bad side, where it's like takes skill to use. The bullet drop-off is so bad. I'm not trying to trash the weapon by any means, but if you guys use it and you guys are good at it, that's awesome. I mean, more power to you, but it's a very, very tough weapon to use and get kills with it. But on the good side is the most satisfying thing is when you shoot across the map, or even, not even across the map, but like maybe freaking 50 meters, 100 meters, and you get a kill with it. It's satisfying. That's one of the most, I guess, enjoyable things about the weapon is when you get the kill with it. I don't know why it feels so good. Maybe because it's so hard to freaking use the weapon. Every time I get a kill with it, I actually feel like I got that kill. It's not like where I, you know, go with an AKM or an M14 EBR and pretty much just drop 10, 20 people. That's, yeah, ABR is OP. It's low damage, but you can spam the crap out of that gun. The AKM has very high recoil, but it's also very high damage. So if you know how to use it, you will drop people very, very fast. But anyway, it's a, you know, it's not like any other weapon. It actually takes skill to use. It's not something like you can just pick up. And again, the satisfying thing about it is when you get a kill with it. I'm sure you guys have used it already because of the update, and it's actually not that rare of a weapon. It's actually, in my opinion, more common than an RPG. The RPG seems to be one of those kind of rare type of weapons that you can pick up. The Crossbow seems to be available in a little bit more, you know, I guess places, houses. When you loot, you will see the Crossbow more likely than you will see an RPG. At least from my, you know, from my point of view, I've played about, what, 5 to 10 games since the update, and or something like that. Probably maybe more. I don't even know how many games I totally played, but I found way more Crossbows than I did RPGs. Now, I personally don't ever use the RPG, and finding the RPG bullets plus the RPG is actually pretty tough. So the Crossbow is a pretty unique weapon. Now, again, also the biggest thing also about it, besides the satisfying and the bad bullet drop, also another really good thing about it is it's a one-shot kill. There's no hit marker. I mean, that would be ridiculous. Can you imagine trying to aim at the person across the map, hit it, you know, shooting the Crossbow and you're getting a hit marker? No, none of that inside this game. It's a one-shot kill. That's why it's a very, very hard to use weapon inside the game. The one shot is really nice because, you know, if you actually hit the person, you know, anywhere in the body, I believe it's a one shot. So that's a pretty nice feature about it. There's no other weapon besides, I think, the RPG that's an automatic one shot. Even snipers are not one shot in this game. Even for headshots, it just depends. But with the crossbow, you can hit anywhere in the body and it's gonna drop people so quick. Now, I was playing against a few bots here and there, just trying to practice out the weapon. And overall, how I feel about the crossbow, it's, how do I put it, it's a decent weapon, but it's not something I would carry in battle, or, you know, if there's an intense gunfight going on, just, you know, pull out your crossbow. I would highly recommend not doing that unless you know how to use the weapon and you know you'll get kills with it. If you guys are just picking it up and you guys don't know how to use it at all, I would just maybe not even pick it up. It's very tough to use as a weapon. Getting kills is pretty tough, especially if you're playing against really good players or you're playing in a tournament. The crossbow is very hard. It's kind of one of those fun, high reward, high risk type of weapons. I mean, yes, it's nice to get a one shot, but also the bullet drop plus how hard it is to use. It's just not, I mean, it's a pretty good addition to the game. Don't, you know, I'm not trying to, again, bash the weapon. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's nice that they added the crossbow to the game. It's a nice new weapon, and I'm just having fun with it, trying to test out different things. But overall, it's a pretty solid weapon. If you know how to use it, I'm sure it's going to be good. Also, the ammunition is pretty limited. I've only, I think, found, if you find a crossbow, I believe it comes with 5 bullets, or not bullets, arrows, to be more specific. I'm not going to call them bullets, arrows, because it's a freaking crossbow. I guess you can find crossbow ammunition across different places across the map, but if you find a crossbow, you will get 5 arrows. Gosh, why do I keep calling it ammunition? Because everything else in the game uses ammo except the crossbow. It uses arrows. But yeah, overall, guys, it's a pretty solid weapon. I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm not going to say it's OP, because it's got balances between each, you know, it's got a weakness and a strength. It can be, it's not OP, but it's also not the worst weapon. I personally am not a fan of it. Just for my personal taste of you, I would not carry that in battle, especially in an intense gunfight, unless you just, I don't know, maybe it's your last resort type of weapon. Maybe it's gonna be your secondary weapon, like you have a sniper or an AKM, and you just need a kind of a long range. But then if you have a 4 times on your AKM, then I don't know. I mean, there's different scenarios you can use the crossbow with. But anyway, in the comment section below, tell me what you guys think about the crossbow. I would love to hear what my subscribers think about it. And if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily comments. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video as well. And as always, I'll see you all on the next video.